Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Eustace Leon Greaves, Jr. Today is August 27th. I'm back in Brooklyn from my Connecticut adventures. It was fun spending those last few moments with my child as she begins what is going to be one of the greatest years in her life, senior year in college. And I give thanks to the Creator I believe in for this blessing. A couple of my clients saw the video I made while sitting in the car yesterday, and they questioned something I left out, and that's the power of life insurance. In several cases, life insurance policies I had written for them decades ago played an important role in their own children completing college, their families being able to stay in the home or the apartment they lived in when one or the other spouse unfortunately stepped out of the picture due to death. And I want to remind you about the power of whole life insurance, especially if you're a young family or if you're young people and you don't have children one day. You don't have children yet, but you hope one day to have a family, one or two or three. Great time to purchase life insurance, even though you may think there's nobody that depends on you. I want you to go a little bit further in your thinking. I want you to say to yourself, where do I see myself as a man, as a woman, as a husband, as a wife, 10, 20 years from now? And that's why you want to buy life insurance now when it's going to be the I hate to use the word cheap, but it's never going to be this least or this cheap again. It only gets more expensive. Life insurance is like having fun. The older you get, the more it costs and the more complicated it becomes. I remember when I was a kid, if we could get together a quarter, we'd go around the cheap Charlies on Broadway and buy a Spalding. We would play with that Spalding for a couple of days until somebody's paper route came through or whatever, and then we would get another Spalding, stick ball, stoop ball, what have you. Life was easy. Fun was easy. But as you get older, fun costs more money. And it's very much the same with life insurance. So, a few of them reminded me, said, listen, we paid off the house because you set up the policy, that whole life policy, so that the cash value in 22 years would be exactly what the outstanding principal on the mortgage would be. And we paid off the house in 22 years. Uh, you know, my husband died, my wife died, and the money from the life insurance uh, enabled me to be a single parent and to take care of our children and to make sure they got through college. Okay, and along the way, the guaranteed cash value inside the policy that was building up, there were times when maybe money was a little tight, and we were able to borrow from ourselves and pay ourselves back, rather than wonder who we can go to for a loan. So again, if you're a young person and you're either married or contemplating marriage, or you've had that first beautiful baby girl down in Georgia, maybe, now's the time to say, you know what, let me really sit down with a good professional person who's going to show me how to integrate whatever Social Security benefits my family will qualify for with an amount of life insurance, taking into consideration the power of inflation down the road, so that my family will always have what they need. And I'll tell you what, it's not about just having $10,000 to put yourself away, or 15 or 20,000. No, no. We've got to start thinking in terms of 500,000, $1 million. And maybe you can't do all of that in a whole life policy right now, but you can do a blended policy. You buy a whole life base, 50, 100,000, and then the rest of it you buy as a term insurance policy. The bottom line is, get the insurance you need, and make sure that if you have to buy term insurance as a rider or even as a policy, that you have the right to convert that policy to a permanent form of insurance down the road. But bottom line, we want to make sure you have the insurance you need. Because guess what? One day I want you to feel the way I feel right now. To know that my daughter's going to finish college. She's going to be able to go through her senior year, and we're not going to have any money worries. Thank God for financial aid. Thank God for scholarships. But those things are not guaranteed down the road. So we have to make those guarantees to make sure our children can be and do everything they want to be and do. So listen, it's been a pleasure and a blast talking to you again. As I always say, may the Creator of your choosing pour out his or her richest blessings to you and those you love. And remember, it's up to you to make this and every day an outstanding day, and the next day to come even better. God bless, be well, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.